Well, UK ministers are reportedly considering extending the use of vaccine passports to include stadiums and nightclubs in England. It means football fans heading to Premier League matches may need to prove they are fully vaccinated to get in.
It's been a fortnight since England fans finally returned to Wembley for a Euros final that's gone down in history. But mass events may be about to become more exclusive so that disruption like this can be avoided. The government is considering closing off stadiums with over 20,000 people to those who haven't been vaccinated.
You saw what happened at Wembley. I think that's given everybody a kick up the backside to not be complacent as to what this would mean if you are restricting people getting into grounds. So yes, the security will be tighter. There will be a cordon around the place to check, etc. And for lower league clubs, if you're adopting that in terms of the protocols, that will mean extra cost, which will be unwelcome. But we're in a pandemic. We're not out of it yet.
Proof of vaccine certification could be a condition of entry to games. A negative test won't be enough. Talks with the Premier League are in the early stages. Venues like Lord's Cricket Ground could also be affected. It's a divisive question, authoritarian or necessary. Cricket fans Maisie and her mum can't agree.
Big sporting events and things like this, we all know that this is where COVID spreads very quickly, so I think it makes sense.
I worry that it rules out the young, non-vaccinated, and basically I hate the idea of a COVID passport because I don't like the idea of people having to carry ID.
Some say the idea is transparent in targeting the young, and although it will work to win them over, there will still be reluctance.
I know lots of people who are just getting the vaccine purely because they want to be able to go on holiday or go out and do stuff, but whether they actually want it is a different question.
Almost 70% of all adults in the UK are now fully vaccinated, but there's still 34% of 18 to 29-year-olds in England who haven't had a single dose at all. That's around 3 million people. It's likely more might now take advantage if it means returning to venues like this.
Lower league football divisions, other sports and music gigs may also need to adopt the policy. There are suggestions big clubs may use pre-season matches to help trial the idea. Supporters are keen it's managed carefully.
You might well get chaos outside the turnstiles or very long queues. And that's why you need adequate staffing and also very clear communication.
It's not yet clear how the medically exempt would be affected, but it leaves no room for the vaccine hesitant. No jab, no entry may soon be a rule that can't be ignored. Ashna Harinag, Sky News.